Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to specifically set up the Zhiyun Crane 3S gimbal for a one-man operation without any assistance. Often one-man operations are run-and-gun shooting style. So in this case we need a camera that delivers stunning images and also is very fast, efficient to work with. In addition to that, also very well in low light. So this Red Gemini 5K will be a good camera brain to start off with. Here we have 3 cine lenses that will cover most of the focal lengths that we'll need. We have 14, 18 to 35, 50 to 100. These 3 lenses are very efficient to work with and quality-wise also very sharp and crisp. Very compact and small V-mount batteries, FX Line Nano 1. And this part is also very crucial. To be able to use the Red Touch monitor without any problem on this gimbal, the older versions of the Limo control cables are way better, because for those you can still get lightweight and flexible versions. Therefore, we will need to have an adapter for the Red Touch monitor that goes from pin to Limo and then from Limo back to pin. Now we'll first attach our pin to Limo adapter. We'll install it on this side. Then we'll take our Red Touch monitor and we'll put it on this side first and turn on the camera. Now let's go into Menu, Monitoring, Monitors. And we'll select LCD left, EVF left, Overlay, Standard Red. 60 Hz, Red Gamma 4. Back and close. Now we'll shut down the camera. Now we'll take our flexible Limo cable and reattach the monitor just to first check if it works before we attach it to the gimbal. We'll take the Limo adapter B and connect it to our Red Touch monitor. Then we'll take our Limo cable, go for the Limo adapter A to the Limo adapter B. Alright, here we can see we have control over the camera parameters. We can go through all the menus and so on. This will be very crucial when we operate this on our gimbal. For shooting outside, I would use these lightweight wooden camera zip box. Choose your right lens diameter. They have 4 versions. And attach my ND or other needed filters. But since we're inside, we won't put it on for now. This is going to the part where we're going to install the extension arm. This you shouldn't do frequently back and forth. After removing the 4 screws, we take it out very carefully. You'll see that there's a cable here, so don't tear it up. This is the extension arm component we're going to be using. We place it on like a Lego. And then with this one, go over and attach it carefully. Now please be very careful, now there are no screws helping to stabilize this. But we'll have a quick look on the other side where we can see there's a cable hanging out. And we'll deal with it with this cover. This is a sliding cover and we will have to take off this part again, just a little bit. Very careful. And now we can use this one. We slide it in here. There are 2 sides, so make sure the wider one goes inside. You'll feel it. And then reattach this part. Now we can stabilize this arm with some screws. I will just put them roughly in place because my first goal is to roughly stabilize it. Okay, now that we have everything in place, let's tighten the screws. Here on the camera we can see I've already installed my own favorite quick release plate system, because then I can switch from my tripod, from slider to gimbal very easy. So this is already installed on there. Let's slide it in. Always make sure that this lock is very tight. And we'll align our focus motor here onto the gear. Lock it in place. We'll connect our focus here. Alright, so here we have attached our monitor arm. This one is very recommendable instead of the magic arm because this one will stay locked on. And you also don't need tools to screw it on. Then we'll take our Red Touch monitor and install it here. Make sure that before you do that, There are two screws here that I would recommend to detach because you won't need them. Alright, this one will mount here. We have here 1/4 to 1/4. Then we'll take our flexible red touch limo cable. You can use a cable tie to secure it here. Now let's unlock our pan axis and quickly test again. Okay, now let's turn on our camera and also the gimbal. So if you're shooting alone and taking this setup, it's very easy to get some simple cinematic moving shots with this gimbal. It's lightweight, easy to pack, and you can get it ready very quick. Now some quick tips. If you want to change some settings on the RED while operating, you can rest it here and then use your left hand to go through the menus. One other thing to note is the camera package is heavy and the gimbal can handle a lot, but you need to use it in the right way. So for example, in this case, we're in PF mode. If I shoot something like this, an orbiting shot, it's no problem at all for it. But if you change it to like this and start to do the orbiting shot, you will see that it will start to vibrate a little bit and it has a little bit of shake in it, which is normal. This is not the right mode designed for this camera movement. And then I would recommend to set to POV mode and then flip the camera gently like this upside down. And then hold up, shoot your orbiting mode upside down and change it later in post. This will make sure you get the best result out of it. Another frequently asked question is how to pull focus with such a setup. If you're shooting a simple orbiting, keeping the same distance type of shot, just set your focus and you're ready to go. If you're shooting a classic dolly in, dolly out shot, but you know the angle is low, then just go underslung mode. And with the underslung mode, it's way easier to hold the gimbal while you pull focus with the focus wheel. It is not as heavy as the bigger rigs, but it is still too heavy to be operated with one hand. We will go around, cheat it, and take the zoom port and use the zoom rocker to control the focus. First off, you can select the speed or sensitivity of the zoom rocker. If this shot is taking longer in its duration, then I would set the rocker sensitivity to low. But if the shot is taking way faster, it's a very quick shot, then I would take the sensitivity of this zoom rocker to high. Then you want to set the A point and the B point. So then, when you go for the shot, you only have to push it all the way in till you walk to your mark, and then you will have perfect focus. So yeah, that's basically it. Of course there are some compromises, but before it wasn't doable at all. So I'm really happy that with these little tricks and tips, you can get around and still get the shot you want.